Really getting old, Kobe and Duncan, with 14 championships in 16 years, are truly aging. After dominating for over a decade, in the 14-15 season, the overall ratings of the 36-year-old Kobe and 37-year-old Duncan further declined. Kobe had a 95 overall rating, while Duncan had an 84 overall rating. Their ability to take over games has indeed significantly diminished. Last season's playoffs, they barely scraped through a 7-game series against the Bucks, which confirmed this widely held external opinion. However, internally, the Lakers were not passively watching the team decline along its original trajectory. Kobe and Duncan continuously adjusted their roles within the team, especially Duncan, who now almost no longer bears the burden of primary scoring. Instead, he focuses on performing the unglamorous dirty work that doesn't show up in the stats. Kobe has also been constantly reducing his own involvement to hand over the reins of the game. Of course, the Lakers weren't the only team making changes. To become the first franchise to topple the Lakers dynasty, the entire league engaged in an arms race. Among them, the Philadelphia 76ers made the biggest splash in the offseason because they managed to sign multiple-time regular season MVP James outright, drastically boosting their combat strength. Having struggled bitterly since the post-Iverson era, they now had a real chance of completing their revenge against the Lakers this season. Sure enough, James' arrival, coupled with the rapid growth of Davis and Butler, brought a transformative change to the 76ers. They surged to the top of the Eastern Conference, trailing only the Lakers, who had switched to a team-oriented style in record. James thus became the first superstar to switch teams and win back-to-back regular season MVPs. His momentum had already surpassed that of Kobe and Duncan, who could hardly make the All-NBA teams. Consequently, he became the league's number one player in the eyes of many. Of course, such media accolades were hardly worth the Lakers' attention. Their sights were set squarely on a 9th consecutive championship. To achieve this, Kobe and Duncan practiced restraint during the regular season. Thus, by the end of the season, they could elevate their condition to its peak. Kobe, with a 97 rating, was even slightly better than the previous season. This allowed the Lakers to maintain balance while still possessing absolute star power. Facing young stars like Lillard and George, the Lakers merely offered a cold welcome to the NBA before hurriedly meeting the Oklahoma City Thunder, featuring Westbrook, Harden, Bosh, and O'Neal for the 4th consecutive year. Compared to previous seasons, the strengths of the Lakers and Thunder had shifted slightly. The Lakers masked this with a more cohesive system. However, they couldn't hide the annual decline in individual defensive ability. When the game began, Harden's offensive firepower clearly outmatched Kobe's. He hit jump shot after jump shot, while Kobe fell into a shooting slump. Fortunately, Duncan locked down Bosh and Humphries, preventing either side from pulling away. With just over 4 minutes left, the score was tied.
The ball found Kobe, who took the lead. Nice play, a great assist from Rondo. Kobe's touch seemed to be returning. He got the rebound. That putback was excellent. Now Rondo has the ball, and it goes to Kobe. Harden blocked Kobe, but the ball went out of bounds. So it is the Lakers' ball. The Lakers retain possession. After inbounding, they launched a long shot. Kicking it out to Rondo on the perimeter. A three-point attempt. This bucket gave him another score. He was 7 for 14 at that point. A solid 50% clip. Threes have become their primary weapon. Now Harden brings the ball up. They immediately answered with a three-pointer.
Kobe has the ball. And he scores again. On the perimeter, Westbrook, the ball goes to Harden, but it is stolen by Bryant. Fast to break, they're pushing, driving to the rim. Rondo with the ball, and it is in, and one. The foul is called on Russell Westbrook. That is exactly what you should do after a steal. Kobe's defense is airtight, takes a three-pointer.
Kobe's sudden explosion seemed to stun Harden. The player who had the matchup advantage suddenly short-circuited, throwing a pass directly stolen by Duncan. Only through Bosh and Westbrook attacking the rim repeatedly, drawing fouls and converting, did the Thunder finally cut the deficit to 4. Fortunately, after being fouled by Kobe, Harden awakened his fighting spirit in time. He retaliated in kind, quickly hitting 2 free throws of his own against Kobe, and in the subsequent defensive possession, used his strong frame to hold firm against Kobe's backdown and floater. Next, their offense must not afford any mistakes.
The ball goes out of bounds. Oklahoma City, Thunder's ball. Off a screen, a shot from the wing. Good shot. What a beautiful play. The gap is now down to 3 points.
They are trying to kill as much time as possible.
You are right. I think they'll drag out every possession from here. Rondo now has the ball on the perimeter. Bryant with a three-point attempt. Russell Westbrook rebounds, and the Thunder call a timeout.
They have 2 options now. Hit a 3 to tie the game, or pick 2 to pull even.
To tie it up. missed the three, and they go to the intentional foul strategy.
After Westbrook's potential game-tying three clanked out, the Thunder had to rush into fouling. They sent Duncan, who had quietly grabbed the rebound, to the free throw line. Standing on the free throw line, Duncan calmly sank both free throws, sealing the fate of the Thunder, who had no timeouts left. In this game, Kobe scored 19 points on 22 shots, while Duncan got 7 points on 9 attempts. But the Thunder's big three, despite their prime form, wouldn't dare mock them, because Kobe would retaliate by making Harden shoot 6 for 20 in Game 2. And Duncan would hold Bosch to 3 for 10 for just 12 points in Game 3 after shooting 4 for 16 himself. In a previous game, years of torment and attrition simply gave these youngsters no room to rise. When a furious Harden dropped 50 plus 7 plus 11, yet still couldn't secure a win, their inner collapse was probably absolute. When would Kobe and Duncan truly decline? This doubt wasn't exclusive to the Thunder. The Sacramento Kings, perennial rivals for years, also couldn't find the key to victory. With over 3 minutes left, the battle remained deadlocked.
Blocked shot. Duncan on the perimeter. Passes to Thompson. Kobe on the wing. Gasol grabs the rebound nicely, and they convert for 2 points.
We're in the fourth, and it's still a tight game. No separation on the scoreboard.
Yes, the game is tight, with the lead changing hands 5 times already. A 3-point attempt, and it splashes home.
He is an excellent clutch player to Thompson.
Kobe guarded by Roy. The ball goes back to Thompson. Gasol gets the ball and scores with a successful bank shot. Curry takes a 3-pointer.
And the rebound falls to Duncan. Surprisingly, he missed. A shot he usually hits in an open look.
Inside the paint, Rondo has the ball. A nice pump fake, but the layup fails. Pass to Richardson.
Roy's three-pointer misses. Impressive numbers. He has already pulled down double-digit rebounds.
These rebounds have energized the entire team, and his fighting spirit today sets an example for the squad. They get a second chance opportunity, but the bank shot on the layup is off.
Aldridge with the ball. Shoots over Thompson. And Aldridge misses. The ball goes to Kobe.
He shoots over Richardson. A beautiful play by Kobe, with the defender giving him too much space.
Now Curry off a screen, a three-pointer. The Lakers grab the board.
The ball goes to Kobe. Fade away score. A timeout is called by the Kings.
Kobe is truly aging like fine wine. In clutch moments, he can always elevate his offense to another level. Whether the Kings can stage a comeback, let's wait and see.
The ball is passed, and it reaches Aldridge's hands. With 6 seconds left on the shot clock, he looks to find his rhythm, and the shot goes in. This basket cuts the deficit to just 1 point. Bryant receives the ball, and they intentionally foul him. Before the Lakers enter the penalty situation, the Kings will surely continue to foul.
It remains to be seen whether Rondo, as the future leader of the Lakers, can withstand the pressure.
He makes the first free throw, giving them a 2-point lead. He converts both free throws, and Sacramento calls a timeout. Roy has the ball on the perimeter. He takes a shot from beyond the 3-point line, but it misses.
After Roy bricked the three, the Kings were all but sentenced to death, because Gasol at the line calmly sank both, stretching the lead to 5. But who expected Aldridge to answer with a chase down 3? There are hidden dragons and crouching tigers in this Kings roster. Post timeout, Sacramento quickly fouled to send Kobe to the stripe. In the most crucial moment, Kobe never disappoints the fans. Amidst the chorus of MVP chants, Kobe sank both free throws, completely sealing the game's suspense. Of course, the Lakers' victory wasn't solely due to Clay, Kobe, Gasol, and Rondo. Duncan, who scored only 9 points, was equally indispensable. Otherwise, how else would Aldridge shoot just 6 for 20? This Lakers team might not possess the offensive firepower of yesteryear, but their defense remains uncompromised. So much so that the high-octane Kings, despite giving their all, managed to win only a single game against them. And that lone victory was thanks to the scorching hot shooting of Curry and Roy. Though an all-star, Aldridge appeared far too green compared to Duncan. It seems that aside from the 76ers, whose ability to draw fouls is peerless, no team can really handle this deep, balanced Lakers squad. If the 76ers could replicate the kind of terrifying dominance they showed in Game 1 of the Eastern Finals, where they fouled out Leonard and Magette simultaneously, two major strong teams, old and new. The outcome remains truly uncertain. Sure enough, even at the Lakers' home court, Klay picked up 4 fouls early in the game, severely limiting his playing time. As a result, the Lakers' perimeter defense had to tread carefully. To make matters worse, compared to the Lakers, the 76ers had two major advantages, stamina and athleticism. While these were once the proud talents of Kobe and Duncan, now facing these high-flying athletic monsters, they could only think about how to drag them to the ground and slowly grind them down.
Defensive gaps, then attack the rim.
On the perimeter, Kobe hits a three-pointer.
Davis grabs the rebound.
Now Felton. James on the perimeter. Butler. Davis sets a screen. Straight pass inside.
Davis throws down a dunk. After the drive, a two-handed power dunk, full of force. Kobe on the wing.
Butler with the rebound.
Haven't you noticed? Old Kobe's energy is really running low. He can barely keep going.
I think so too. I can tell he is purely relying on his willpower.
Lakers call timeout. The Lakers veterans need a breather time for Klay and Rondo to step up and take control. Pass to Thompson to end the opposing team's momentum.
Nice play. An assist from Roger Rondo. He always manages to score at crucial moments, and this is one of them.
On the perimeter, Butler takes the shot. A three-pointer. Philadelphia hits another three.
Both teams are knocking down threes. A beautiful response.
Inside now, 6 on the shot clock. He reads the cut perfectly and threads it right on target.
On the perimeter, Williams shoots a three. The rebound falls to Duncan. The Lakers are chasing, setting screens. Tying the game. Put back attempt. Put back misses. James on the perimeter. Threads the needle inside.
Butler, and the ball goes in. They have to double team him.
This is tough. Klay has 5 fouls, 1 more, and he is out.
The free throw goes in, putting them in an even better position, extending the lead a little more.
Inside, Bryant gets the ball. Nice shot. What a beauty. The gap is now down to 3 points. As a scorer, his presence is a huge safety net. The ball is dished. Pass to Williams. Great play. The credit for this clever assist goes to LeBron. The Lakers are in a bit of danger now. Their biggest issue is that both Kobe and Duncan are out of gas. Let's see if old Kobe can make this shot.
Great. They trail by just 4 now.
Relying on Duncan's solid screens and Kobe's precise jumper, the Lakers barely closed the gap, but they clearly underestimated the 76ers' transition prowess. After Davis converted an easy layup under the rim, the Lakers fell into a passive position completely. They lost their margin for error. Lacking tough finishers, they could only watch helplessly as the deficit grew until the final buzzer. In this game, aside from Klay's foul trouble, the Lakers' own performance was not efficient, and even their defense could not be considered tight. Therefore, in Game 2, the Lakers must guard fiercely against the two future stars, Davis and Butler. Under the meat grinder-like defense, the problem of the 76ers core players' lack of experience gradually emerged. Their performance in adverse situations was clearly not as tough as when they had the advantage. However, their characteristic of daring to fight and compete was still very impressive. Even a player as strong as Kobe showed signs of fatigue in his matchup against Butler. He not only had a steal and dunk by Butler in his face, but also came up empty on 2 consecutive offensive attempts. Fortunately, James' pull-up three-pointer also missed, finally giving the Lakers a chance to catch their breath. After a brief adjustment, the old Kobe rallied, using Gasol's screen to rise and shoot, finally hitting another three-pointer for the Lakers, forcefully helping the Lakers see the sun through the clouds. And LeBron had to become cautious as well. In the following possessions, he continued to engage the Lakers in the way he trusted his teammates most, but aside from Jay Williams answering Kobe's shot with an answer ball. In the remaining 2 possessions, Davis, who had been scoring with ease, let down James' trust. This not only squandered a golden opportunity for the 76ers to win 2 consecutive games, but also rendered James' all-around stats meaningless and gave the Lakers ample time to rest and prepare for a comeback. Thus, in the 3rd game, the Lakers were completely rejuvenated both physically and mentally. They struck at the heart of the 76ers attack by putting heavy pressure on Butler and Davis. After trailing slightly in the first quarter, the Lakers dominated the remaining 3 quarters. Even though Klay once again faced early foul trouble that fragmented his playing time, the Lakers still showcased a formidable team effort, with 6 players scoring in double digits, overtaking the 76ers 2-1 in the series. As a result, the 4th game essentially became a do-or-die matchup for the 76ers. Win, and the outlook brightens. Lose, and it would be a devastating blow. However, The immense pressure did not overwhelm the young duo of Butler and Davis. Instead, they chose to go all out against the Lakers. Butler contributed both scoring and playmaking, while Davis threw down a ferocious block on Kobe. The 76ers opened the game with strong, fluid play. Davis' rim protection and Butler's attacks at the basket displayed the composure of seasoned veterans. The Lakers quickly called a timeout to disrupt their rhythm. The strategy worked as the 76ers reverted to their previous style of play after the timeout, allowing the Lakers to extend the lead. By the time there were just over 2 minutes left in the game, the 76ers were trailing by as many as 13 points. However, Kobe and Duncan's stamina had completely run out. Whether the Lakers can hold on to their lead remains to be seen.
Three-point shot taken. Three-point shot made.
They absolutely cannot forget his three-point shooting ability. Drives into the paint.
Moves to the wing. The ball reaches Williams. Here is Davis. Takes a three-pointer. The basketball is grabbed by Gasol. If they intend to, they can run down the clock and take this chance to rest. Rondo shoots. A 15-foot jump shot. Good.
With Clay and Rondo hitting a three-pointer and a two-pointer in succession, the Lakers finally stabilized the situation. They successfully accomplished what Kobe and Duncan used to do. So even though LeBron's dunks were thunderous, the Lakers showed no fear. As Rondo calmly sank another mid-range shot, the outcome of the game was sealed. At a 3-1 lead, the result was clearly predetermined. The future might belong to this star-studded 76ers team, but for now, the championship trophy remains firmly in the Lakers' grasp. However, this time the FMVP winner is no longer Kobe or Duncan, which seems to signal that their era has truly passed. Can they still help the Lakers continue their dynasty? Dear brothers and friends, if you want to know what happens next, stay tuned for the next installment.